Welcome to Innerlian Soul. In this video, we've gathered 50 wise quotes from the great thinker Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. His words have the power to change your perspective on life and inspire you to achieve new heights. Each of these thoughts is a gem of experience from a legendary poet and philosopher, passed down through the centuries and leaving a lasting mark on history. Get ready to immerse yourself in deep reflections and discover new truths that will help you better understand yourself and the world around you. Every day, one should listen to at least one song, look at a good painting, and if possible, read some wise saying. No matter what you dream of, start working on it, and then real miracles will begin to happen in your life. I would not want to be like those who spend their day complaining of a headache and their night drinking the wine that causes it. A judge who cannot punish eventually becomes an accomplice to the crime. You can only advise in a matter in which you intend to participate yourself. What matters more should never be subordinated to what matters less. Divide and rule is a wise principle, but unite and guide is even better. A request to keep quiet is too weak, a means to achieve silence. If you knew how rarely we are understood correctly, you would be silent more often. People recognize only those who are useful to them. All fathers want their children to achieve what they themselves have failed to accomplish. I always work better after listening to music. Never hang your head, or you won't see the stars. Of all thieves, fools are the most harmful. They simultaneously steal our time and our mood. Everyone hears only what they understand, and mostly, they understand what they have experienced themselves. Life is the most beautiful invention of nature. When a person is old, they should do more than when they were young. Those who ponder for too long do not always find the best solution. When evil disguises itself as good, it does so somewhat insincerely. Believe that only those familiar with soulful pleasure have gained it through labor and patience. Conviction is not the beginning, but the crown of all knowledge. Everything that happens to us leaves some trace in our lives. Everything contributes to making us who we are. A person's manners are the mirror in which their portrait is reflected. Awareness of one's own imperfection brings one closer to perfection. Some people never make mistakes because they never entertain any reasonable thoughts. Humor is one of the elements of genius. Only pedants seek authority in everything. Blessed is he who honors his ancestors with a pure heart. Courage can neither be learned nor unlearned. One can only learn what one loves. The public likes to be treated like women, who are told only what they want to hear. Fear the one who has nothing to lose. Those who feel their own attractiveness become attractive. The goal in life is life itself. Difficulties increase as one approaches the goal, but let everyone follow their path like the stars, calmly, unhurriedly, but constantly striving toward the intended goal. We are more willing to recognize our mistakes in behavior than in thinking. Whether you are a king or a simple farmer, you will only be truly happy when there is peace and tranquility in your home. If your heart and mind are restless, what more do you need? Those who have stopped loving and making mistakes might as well bury themselves alive. Mud shines while the sun shines. The people value glory above all else. It's better to do even a trifle than to consider as trifling the half hour lost. We are never further from our desires than when we imagine we possess what we desire. Bold ideas play the role of advance pieces in a game. They perish, but ensure victory. The awareness and knowledge that there is still a person on earth with whom you have mutual understanding, even despite the different forms of thought, can turn life on earth into paradise. Catch good moods. They so rarely visit us. The funniest desire is the desire to please everyone. Treating others as they deserve only makes them worse. Treating them as if they are better than they really are forces them to become better. Give a person a goal worth living for, and they can survive any situation. Nature is always right. Mistakes and delusions come from people. Criticism cannot be escaped or defended against. One must act despite it, and eventually, it will get used to it. If an intelligent person makes a mistake, it is certainly not a small one. It is much easier to find a mistake than to find the truth. The mistake lies on the surface and is immediately noticed, but the truth is hidden in the depths, and not everyone can find it. Acting among the small makes you smaller, but among the great, you yourself grow. No one knows their strength until they use it. It is impossible to always be a hero, but one can always remain human. Of the two quarreling, the smarter one is at fault. A coward sends threats only when he is sure of his safety. Even a mistake can be useful while we are young, as long as we don't carry it with us into old age. What we nourish within us blooms. Such is the eternal law of nature. Magic is believing in yourself, and when you succeed in that, everything else succeeds too.